Tuesday, October 13. Welcome to CGN News. The CARICOM Reparations Committee wants $50 billion to be donated to an investment development fund by entities that profited from slavery and have apologized for their role. University of the West Indies Vice Chancellor Hilary Beckles said the funds, to be managed regionally and globally, would go towards capital outlay for projects across the Caribbean. Organizations which have publicly admitted to using gains from slavery for startup of their operations, which remain profitable today, are being asked to contribute. Beckles called out every bank on the high streets of England, Lloyds, Barclays, National Westminster and Midlands. He said they all began their journey in the financing of slavery and colonization and have issued apologies. Beckles, who heads the committee, spoke during yesterday's live stream commemorating International Day for Reparations held on October 12. October 12 is also the anniversary of Christopher Columbus's first landing in the Americas on the Bahamian island later named San Salvador in 1492. The Guyana Learning Channel Trust has issued an apology following the broadcast of inappropriate content on Monday. The Ministry of Education, in a statement, said a thorough investigation is underway. The incident in question involved the broadcast of an individual explaining the meaning of the acronym WTF, considered an offensive expression. The Guyana Learning Channel assured parents and students that systems have been put in place to ensure that there is no repeat of the incident. Still in Guyana, the $25,000 COVID-19 relief grant promised to every household in Guyana is currently being disbursed in a countrywide exercise that started 3 weeks ago. On Monday, citizens were advised that contrary to rumors, they do not have to be registered to receive the relief. An official explained to iNews Guyana that teams will be conducting a house-to-house exercise to deliver the cash grant. Persons have expressed displeasure that the money was not going to be available for each family. Some households are made up of more than one family. However, Vice President Bharat Jagdeo said that multiple families living in the same household will benefit once their tenancy can be verified. Cuban national Yuri Garcia Dominguez and his Guyanese wife, who have been accused of operating a massive Ponzi scheme, have begun to repay investors. The refunds are being issued at a location in Guyana's capital, Georgetown. iNews understands that persons who invested the least amount of money in the business, registered as Accelerated Capital Firm Inc., are being paid first. Over 17,000 Guyanese had invested in the company, which had collected millions under the guise that the funds would be traded via Forex. Investors were promised returns of up to 50% each month. However, many Guyanese revealed that they were not receiving their returns and were unable to withdraw their initial investment. The police in St Lucia have launched a manhunt for a Jamaican man who has been charged with murder but escaped custody on Monday. Police have identified the man as 27-year-old Orville Purnell. Superintendent of Crime Management George Nicholas told reporters that Purnell was charged on October 8 for the death of Cleus Alfred. Alfred, also 27, was killed on August 25. At a bail hearing last Friday, Purnell was remanded until November 11. Nicholas added that anyone with information regarding Purnell's whereabouts is asked to contact the nearest police station. The police described Purnell as a dangerous individual. Overseas now, 1 week after his release from hospital, U.S. President Donald Trump returned to the campaign trail Monday for the first time since contracting the coronavirus. Trump told a crowd of thousands of supporters standing shoulder to shoulder, mostly without masks, that he was energized by their prayers. Trump, whose doctor said Monday for the first time that he had received a negative test for COVID-19, is pushing to correct a stubborn deficit in national and battleground state polling. His Sanford rally Monday night was his first stop in a busy week that will include events in Pennsylvania, Iowa, North Carolina, and Wisconsin. The Chinese city of Qingdao is testing its entire population of 9 million people for COVID-19 over a period of 5 days. The mass testing comes after the discovery of a dozen cases linked to a hospital treating coronavirus patients arriving from overseas. Some 114,862 people, including medical staff and patients in the city's hospitals, had already tested negative. In May, China tested the entire city of Wuhan, home to 11 million people and the epicenter of the global pandemic. The country has largely brought the virus under control. A sheep farmer was sentenced to 14 years in prison Monday for his plot to use baby food laced with metal shards to blackmail one of Britain's biggest supermarket chains. Nigel Wright, 45, planted jars of the contaminated baby food in Tesco grocery stores and sent letters and emails to the company. Tesco had to issue a product recall after two mothers discovered metal in jars of Heinz baby food. The Associated Press said that Wright was accused of orchestrating the plot in the name of a group of farmers angry at the low price they were being paid for milk. He was convicted of contaminating goods and blackmail. The judge said Wright was remorseless and compared his actions to terrorism. An Italian teenager who used the internet to spread his faith could become the Catholic Church's first millennial saint. Carlo Acutis, who died of leukemia in 2006, aged 15, has already been dubbed the patron saint of the internet. On Saturday, he was beatified at a ceremony in Assisi, moving one step closer to sainthood. The teen recorded purported miracles online and helped run Catholic websites. Acutis was placed on the path to sainthood after the Vatican ruled he had miraculously saved another boy's life. The church claimed he interceded from heaven in 2013 to cure a Brazilian boy who was suffering from a rare pancreatic disease. The Los Angeles Lakers paid tribute to Kobe Bryant after winning their first NBA title in a decade. Five-time NBA champion Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash in January alongside his 13-year-old daughter Guyana and several others. He spent his entire career with the Lakers and led them to their last NBA title in 2010. The Lakers beat the Miami Heat 106-93 to tie with the Boston Celtics for the most NBA championships on 17. Several occasions during the playoffs, the Lakers competed in Black Mamba jerseys themed on Bryant's self-styled nickname. His widow Vanessa posted a tribute to the Lakers with a photo of her late husband with Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka. Quote, "Wish Kobe and Gigi were here to see this," end quote, she wrote. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.